Good morning, everybody. Pardon me. Welcome to Saturday Solutions. I'm Katie. This is kdmoonchild's world, and we're here to read some cards today. We're here to get some solutions, maybe for some of the difficult things we went through this last week, and prepare for what we may need to go through next week. So here we are. Let's look at some cards. I'll switch it down to my table and we'll get this party started. See you in just a moment. There we go. Welcome. Excuse the clutter over here. This is my project for today and, the week. Anyway, as you know, I'm an artist, so the only place I really have to do my cards is the table where all my energy is at, and that's where I sit and do my artwork. So welcome to my artist table and my card reading table. Got a few cards here. First, I just wanted to say it's based on the 4 directions. This is the west. And the sunset. I get my directions mixed up. This is the east, and this is the promise of a new day, the sunrise where we want to be. This is our current situation. Up here, we have our mountain, and the north. It can be kind of cold up here in the north. Usually some obstacles up there, but there can be some definite direction coming from the north. And down here in the south, we have messages from the earth, from Gaia. This is the lowlands, the valleys, the canyons, the gullies, the ditches. All those places where flow can run. So Gaia gives us Gaia gives us a message here. Over here we have a message from the animals. It'll be our final message in the reading. This is our animal companions, whether they be the animals that see you going to work every day because you don't have any pets, or if you have a pet, or if you're just out hiking and see wild animals. These are the animals that are around us, the message they have for us. They coincide with the message from Gaia, so of course they must be the basis of the reading. They represent our lower world. This is us representing the middle world. Up here we have the upper world. Okay, mountain. This is a very sacred space, one way or the other. You will find answers or you will find questions here, but you will always find guidance. And finally over here, this is a message from Spirit about that little voice inside you. And just a message for us all living life. Let's do this. What do you say? We start with our current position. These 3 cards are by Colette Baron Reed. This is the Mystical Shaman deck. This is the Enchanted Map deck. And this is the Shaman's Dream deck. All 3 are oracle decks. Today, the whole reading are done with oracle and affirmation type decks, okay? No tarot this week. Down here, this is the Shamanic Healing deck by Michelle Matsouris. I'm sorry, Michelle, for butchering your name. This up here is the Sacred Destiny deck by Denise Lynn. And over here, this is from the Untethered Soul deck by Michael A. Singer. It is a companion deck to an amazing book. I highly recommend people read. Okay, let's get this party started. Let's get this party started. I don't always have multiple cards here, and for some reason there's 3 over here in our goals and hopes and desires, and 2 here. So yeah, I guess this will be long. We should get started. First card here we see the Rainmaker. Oh, I love seeing this card. For those of you who don't know, it's been hot. This day, we have a 30% chance of storms. Real storms. Does this mean that heat dome is going to break? Interesting. Oh, and I need to tell you, before we get any farther along, that this reading is for entertainment purposes only. It is not meant to give you any kind of permanent type guidance that you're expected to follow or anything like that. We're just here for fun and maybe some answers. Who knows what we come across, right? Okay. This is a 6 card, the Rainmaker. We just had a new moon and we're coming, we just had the full moon. We're actually in the shadows still of the full moon. It's the change that comes with the release of whatever intentions you had in the new moon. You release them tonight. If you did not get them released last night. This card is about harmony. It's about cooperation. And it is about healing. You know, I took a class this week, and in every journey I went on in this class, thank you very much, my friend and shamanic brother, Danny Shea. I kept seeing green everywhere I went. And it continued on into the day. Even after the journey was over, and it was a particular green. And here it is in this card again. And I see what it is. It's the healing that's going to come in with this change. This was the flower moon. We want and need change so much. We've worked so hard for harmony. And we want to cooperate. We all, as a community, have proven over and over and over and over, and continue to prove every day, how we can collaborate. And all of us come from different backgrounds. And we all choose to work together. Because we know we're all the same on the inside. This is just the book cover. This is something else I've seen all week. I do a card of the day on Instagram every single day. For those of you who do not know, go over there and take a look at it. You can look at today's card. Anyway, I've been seeing a lot over there from the Wild Women's Sisterhood. Happens to be something I follow a lot on Instagram and Pinterest. be yourself. Our wanting and our needs to be ourselves puts everything upside down. We are who we are. We don't have to prove it every day. That's your ego. This is a 9 card. It is about coming to attainment, fulfillment, and coming to fruition. Right side up, the love just pours out of her heart. Might help if I hold it in frame, I apologize. The love, you can see it just kind of pouring out of her heart. And her heart is healed. See that beautiful green? She doesn't feel held back. And if she has to stand on her head to get where she needs to be, so be it. Because she has collaborating and is in partnership with the Rainmaker. This is positive. Look at the greens. Look how these cards coordinate. Even though one is right side up and one is upside down, it's all right. That is perfectly all right. They balance. The 42 and the 62. We have a 6 and a 9. Oh my goodness. Over here, I want to see what our goal is. There's 2 cards here. There's 3 over here. So let's start with this card. Here's our fruition card. This is our final card. This is the end of the cycle card. We want to be able to adapt. Point where our light should go and have it make a difference. We know that we have come out of adversity and darkness in a very unusual situation and lower world here. She's pointing her light into the darkness. She's showing the way. We want to be adaptable in how we guide ourselves, how we guide others, and just how we live our lives. Not be so reactionary and be a lot more adaptable. Because in understanding the adaptability, what is being reborn, here we have the end of the cycle. We have a rebirth in the cosmic womb of the divine feminine, y'all. This reading is definitely so far about harmony and cooperation and healing. That's where the rebirth comes. That's what we're looking and living for. Here's another 6 card. My goodness. The 3rd card, you all. Let me show you the cosmic womb. Do you see that? The divine feminine is giving birth to harmony, cooperation, and healing as she comes in. She's here. That's why we must be able to adapt, as this card is telling us. Okay. And with this card, the final card of where we want to be in our sunrise is not being so focused on the stars, but being focused straight ahead, because the stars in the sky are focused on us with limitless possibilities in harmony, fruition, and healing. I'm holding that still so the camera can focus. It's a beautiful card, sitting on the bridge, meditating. What is this bridge covering? What is it going from? Which world to what world? See our energy? That's our Kundalini coming out of our hands up into the sky. The stars in the sky have us illuminated as we sit across this bridge above the obstacles of the mountain. Keep that in mind as we get to the mountain position. Okay, I am sorry it will make you dizzy if I hold that there much longer, because the silly autofocus, it keeps going in and out. It's impossible for me to stay perfectly still, and that's why it keeps doing that. I apologize again. But look at the sixes in this reading. 9, 10, 6, 6, and 6. Wow. And they're all different combinations to get the number 6. Huh. I look at patterns. It's what I do. Over here we got 2 cards with a 2 on the end. Over here we have 2 cards that begin with 6. And this final card over here adds up to 6. There's no numerology going on here. No. So Gaia, what are you trying to tell us? What do we need to know down here in the south? Our foundation. We need to understand we live in a 3D world. We live in the past, present, and future, and this card is showing it to us by showing us the lower world. We walk through the middle, this part of the lower world, because the lower world reaches up into our world. Our world is the middle world. It's where the animals and humans are. Down here are the foundation spirits, the spirit animals, the totem animals, your power animals. And the message she has to tell you in this card is that as long as we focus on being in the past, the present, and the future at the same time, and understanding that everything we do, think, and say affects all three, and our perception of all three, because it's our perception of all three, the past, present, and future, that matter, isn't it? Wow. So are we going to find some valleys? Is that what it is, Gaia? Is that what you're telling us? I need another card, please. Get the deck out here. Get a clarifier. Another card from this deck. Here we go. Okay. the other card I got. I've never pulled this card before. 9 card. As you're coming in to the end here, we're stripping away the illusions. No more present and prominent in than right now is this card. Sorry, Rainmaker. It's that card. We need to live in the past, present, and future to know the effect we're having on them. On all 3. The past. What we did or did not do affects the future. And we should be aware of that and think about that today in the present. Because we're being shown where the illusions are. We need to be very good at stripping them away. And the lotus flower is the plant exactly to talk about stripping away illusions. Look at that beautiful flower. It's funny because it flourishes in the muck and the mud. Apparently, in spite of the muck of its birth, beautiful petals open up layer after layer, revealing more and more of its inner beauty. You're being called to strip away illusion after illusion from your lives. We are being asked to enable our true essence to shine through. Allow layer after layer of false beliefs, cluttered thinking, unfulfilling relationships, chaotic environments to go by the wayside, to reveal the perfect essence of your core self. This process is challenging at best. We tend to hold on to illusions we have created, thinking they keep us safe. All they do is blind us to our true beauty and potential. This card is calling us to look at our truth in the face and not let illusions call our view of the truth of true beauty of ourselves and the true beauty of others. We're all trying to create a better life, for the most part. Honor that in the people you come across. That's your obstacle. What do we need to know up here in the mountain, please? I have a feeling we're going to get some good guidance here. Interesting. Apparently between the mountains, there's a swamp. It's going to feel like we're standing still. But it's okay, understand. It's so we can hear the next message. Standing still. And just being. Just breathe. Ah, that's it. The mountain is a respite. When we get in the north, it's time to rest. We have been through so much to get to calling in and pulling through us not only the light of the source and the love of the collective, but we're pulling in limitless possibilities. So you can have what you want, have what you need, have what you desire and pray for so hard. Just understanding that you may have to adapt to find it, to see it. You may have to adapt. because you don't know how your rebirth from the Divine Feminine is going to be. My goodness. So, dance the rain dance. It's all right to be the wild woman. Just practice discernment as you're doing it. But be very aware. And call in the rain, the cleansing, healing rain. Bring in fresh water to feed the lotus that's waiting in the mire and the muck. It's standing still in that mucky water. That's all right, because it's learning to breathe and learning to just simply be. What? We need a map. How do we get around this? Another 6 card. And another 42. Which is, be prepared to be cleansed. Do everything you can to cleanse yourself with the light, from the moon, from the stars. Cleanse yourself with the air. Cleanse yourself with the water. The only way you can cleanse yourself like the rainmaker is to be wide open to the healing that comes with it. That's how we navigate all of this. If you're not wide open, you're not calling in the cleansing rain. It's just wet and cold. Or maybe even a lot of lightning makes it scary. Makes being wild something you're not willing to do. So you're standing still in the rain as the water piles up around your knees to feed the lotus. You're not moving forward unless you're wide open, which makes you adaptable for the rebirth of the Divine Feminine, or from the Divine Feminine, that brings in limitless possibilities for us all. Wow. We're waiting on this one. We'll do this at the end. So, what is a message that we need to take with us as we're living life? Our little voice is talking to us inside. I hear it. I hear your voices talking to you too. So we got something on the card there. Glitter, go figure. What's life without a little glitter and some sparkle? Anyway, let's see what this card has to say for us. The message from Spirit and our higher self, which is who that voice is. You should be experiencing the life that's happening to you, not the one you wish was happening. Don't waste a moment of life trying to make other things happen. Appreciate the moments you are given. Wow. May seem like you're having adversity, but maybe it's your opportunity to rest and just be you. Just catch up, just process. You should be experiencing the life that happens to you, not the one that you wish was happening. Don't waste a moment of life trying to make other things happen. Appreciate the moments you are given. Every single one of those moments is a miracle and a gift, and we squander them so badly. Don't do that. Be grateful. That is a message from our higher self today? What about a message from our companions, the animals? What is Therapets telling us today? Yep. Continuation of that card up there. Whatever happens today, you make it through it. That owl sees and knows all. Whatever you are shown today, even in this reading, understand. If it's frightening you, I am sorry, because this reading is not intended to frighten anyone. It is actually intended to make everybody have hope in this limitless possibility. But whatever happens to you today, to help wake you up out of your ego, understand, if it feels like adversity, look deeper. There's opportunity there, and you will make it through it. Be kind, please. What a reading. Thank you very much for being here. So this card is about harmony, cooperation. Card reading, is about harmony, cooperation, and healing. Standing still and just appreciating each moment for what it is. Because you're going to do it, and you're going to make it in shining colors. Thank you so much for being here. Please make kindness a habit so that together we may thrive. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.